Radio buttons are used when one of the several options are to be selected. So let us first understand the radio buttons little bit. So this is the basic radio button. You can see that a group of radio button will have common name, but will have a different ID. IDs are different and the values are also different. So whatever we select, based on that the value will be collected, and here the text part or the label part is different again for each one. So using this structure we will be able to we will write the jQuery code for this. You can see here we have a display also. So where will the messages will be displayed with as ID as equal to display, and let us check the output once how it is coming. We are not used any jQuery here. Okay, the 4 radio buttons are displayed. Without connecting to any event, let us try to read the value or a selected option. So we'll go like this, select. Now input is name, will use name is equal to options. You can see all our radio button names are options, whatever is checked. Now this is closed. Now well, so this data whatever we collect we will store in a variable data. So variable data is equal to, okay, so this is checked, fine. Now this will display in our inside our display. So what you will do, will again select, reselect. Now it is the display, that is the ID what you are using. Display HTML is equal to data. Now you see the options are the names whatever we have taken for our radio buttons, and it is checked. Now display is the display unit or display span we have used here. Now this should display our whatever. Okay, before that let us select one, checked, select one radio button. So whatever is selected will be displayed here. Now if this checked one, will shift it to another one here. Now let's save this and refresh. So option 2 is coming. This is all not linked to any event. We'll try to connect this now to the click event. So on click of any radio button, the value will be displayed. So for this we'll start using input. Now value is radio. Now it is name is equal to option. Options, close the bracket, comma again. Now let us see dot click functions we are using, so we'll put it here. Now let us start. Okay, we'll end it here, close it first. Now this is, we'll put a marking here, fine. Now the display is data is we'll get the data here like using only this. So now we can pick up the value and store it in a variable data and display it. Let us try this. It is first one is checked. Okay, so let us refresh it. Option 3, we are getting option 3, option 2, or option 1. With the click event of the radio button, we are collecting here the data and in the variable data, and same thing we are displaying it here. We have specified the group name as options. Now sometimes we may have multiple groups and we want that same event to be triggered at any of the radio buttons are clicked. So we will slightly change this. Input here we will change type is equal to radio. So it's a radio button we are using. Now let us not use here. Input type is equal to radio. Now and we'll close this and write. So on click, change event also we can use. We'll use change function. Rest of the thing let's remain same. So if you have multiple thing, any radio button is clicked, this event will be operating. So let us see options 3, 4, 5, 6. We have displayed the value of each radio button on click event. Now we'll see how we'll collect the other attributes. So other attributes are we can get the name, ID, etc. So let us try. What you will do, will instead of val, let us take the attribute. The name of the attribute is name. Let us say first we will take the name. So the name attribute is here. So name attribute, so will display the name. You will not find any change here because all the radio buttons have common name. So let us see what is coming for option 3. It is options. For option 1 it is options. For option 4 also it is same. Now this name will change it to ID. Now ID is different for all the radio buttons. 4 radio buttons have their own ID. So let us see, we will get the different values. We are getting option 1, option 2, let us see 4, let's see 3. Fine. So we have seen that how the attributes. Now let us another common is class, but we have not used this. So let us see, we will use one class attribute. Class is equal to, let's say, C1. Copy this, we will use different here. C2, let's see C3 here. Let us come here and use C4. So we are collecting here class attribute now. Fine. We'll go back, refresh this page. Now on clicking we will get the class value. We are getting C3, C2. Option is C2 is the class for 2, 3 is the for 3, 4 is for 4. Okay, let's remove this class option, and this attribute is frequently used when different classes are assigned to the radio buttons. Now let us add one special type of options to this. We'll remove this also. Okay, we'll go for data group type. Now let us say we'll divide it into two types, group 1 and group 2. Let's give little space here. Okay, so data group 1 is we assign to option 1 and option 2. So we'll put it here. Now here for option 3 we'll make it data group 2. So option 3 and option 4 will use the data group 2. So 2. Fine. Now let us get the, here we will attribute, we will use data group type. Now here we have group 1, group 2, group 2. Okay, so let us save this, refresh this code. Okay, option 2 group 1, option 3 is group 2, option 4 is group 2. Now again option 1 is group 1. You have seen. Now even HTML5 gives us one property on data. So let us remove this type. Remove this type here, type from here and from here also, and we can get the group, data as data, and here we can make it, use it group. Fine. The data group is group 1. Okay, let's see how this works. Let's refresh this. Okay, option 2 we have group 1, option 3 group 2, option 4 is group 2, option 1 is group 1. So this way also we can access. You can add more if you want more attributes to specify the particular radio button, we can add more and collect the value associated with it. We'll add one reset button to this, so any selected radio button can be resetted. Let us put the button here. Button ID is equal to B1. Now reset button. It's a button. Fine. So this is ID is B1. So we have to add a click event. Let us add the click event here. Let's go bit top. Okay. Now here let's see, will be B1 is the selector. Now click function. Now let us close it first. Okay, we will now reset the whatever is selected, input radio. Now name is equal to options. Now let's close the bracket and okay, now properties here checked property, we'll be setting it to false. That's all. So this should, on click of the B1 button, we should able to reset it. Let's save this, come here, refresh, we are getting a button here. Let's select this group 2, okay, reset. So anyone we select, we can reset it by click of this button. Option 4, reset it. So far you have seen the events associated with the radio buttons. Now we'll see how the other events affects the radio button. That means by selecting of the button, we can change the, or we can select or deselect the radio button. See this buttons I am clicking and the respective radio button is getting selected. So this is the external event which is setting and resetting the radio buttons. We'll code that. We'll try to set reset by using external buttons. So already we have one button here. So let us okay, we'll shift this from here, we'll move it to below our display. We'll give a break tag. So now ID is B1. Let us okay, let's first use one and then move on. Okay, we'll be using, okay, already B1 click event is there. So this here will be using, let us put it as opt1. Opt1 is the ID of the first radio button. We'll be using that opt1. Now property checked is equal, let's make it true. So using this, now we should able to select the first radio button. Let's see. Okay, so okay, opt1 is selected now. So that is fine. Now let us move on to selecting the others. So let us add the buttons now. So 1B is equal to 2. So let us, this is the for second button. Now this is our third button. This is our fourth button. Fourth button. Now let us come back here to our jQuery part. Here we have one button. Now otherwise we will put it like this. Okay, second, third, let us fourth. So B1, now let us give B2, this is opt2. Now B3, opt3, B4, opt4 for the fourth radio button. Now we'll have 4 buttons connected to each radio button. Okay, I want to select third one, third, fourth, second, first. So each radio button is connected to each button is connected to one radio button, and these are the external events by which we are selecting or deselecting the radio buttons. We'll learn how to enable and disable the radio buttons. Now we have 4 buttons, we'll use them. So here we have proper, and now we'll go to attributes. Now disabled is equal to true. Now opt1 is the first radio button. On click of the button 1, will disable the first radio button. Let's see, we'll click this, it is disabled. Now let us how we will make it enable. Okay, we'll change the button text now. This will be disable. Now second button we'll use to enable it. Enable. So I will go to the jQuery part here, B1. Now here B2 is clicked, then again option 1, attribute, disabled, false. Now we can enable and disable the first radio button. Now I am able to select because it is enabled. Now let me disable it disabled. I am unable to select, I can select others. Now let us make it enable again. So I will able to select it. Now let us, instead of making one, we will make two first and second enable and disable. So write a comma here, option 2. Option 2 is the ID of the second radio button. Here also ID option 2. Now you see we are using the ID of the second radio button to get enable or disable along with the first. So let's refresh this. Now disable. Now you can see 1 and 2 both are disabled. Third I can select. Now enable. So now both are enabled. I can select 1, I can select 2 also. Now let us try to make all the 4 radio buttons enable and disable. Now we will make button 3 to disable all the 4 radio buttons. So what we will write is input radio name is equal to option. Now let us close it. Fine. Attribute. Now this is disabled. It is true. Now this will happen with button 3. Okay, let's try once, then we will change the code. So okay, all are disabled. Now this is button 3, that label also will change now. The text part is here, button 3 here. Now disable all, and this button 4 will keep it for enable all. Now let us come down to button 4. What we will do, we will just copy this, paste it here, and this true will make it false. Fine. Now let us save this, come here, refresh it. Okay, now let us see disable all. All are disabled. I can't select any of the radio button. Enable all. Okay, all are enabled. Now let us see disable 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is disabled. Now let us enable all along with 2. Now here at this stage 3, 4 are remained in enable stage, 1 and 2 are in disable stage. Enable all. Now all are enabled. Sorry, all are enabled now. Now I can use the disable all also.